Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And incomplete to open things up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now this complete to Polk. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. And they'll be let out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Throwing is Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was supposed to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Short pass caught by Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Steps away to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To the air, Williams. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 3 catches, 53 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud looking to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Looking to throw is Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle, Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now you look at this Patriots defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Moore, the man in motion. To throw, Williams. Touchdown, Bears! Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Stroud. Under pressure, they got him again. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Looking to throw. Williams taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. New England's offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Baker. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud will run the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Stroud with another keeper. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Douglas, the man in motion. On 1st down, Ewing. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. They'll run the screen with Moss. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Here's Stroud. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Here's Bryce Baringer now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Williams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
And he's in. Around the 27. They'll run on 1st down. Ewing. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Got an open man, it's Scott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Oh, what a move.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Operating from the gun, Williams. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Keon White got in there for the sack. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And Stroud now to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Stroud. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. Here goes Stroud again. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Final play of the half, Stroud. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rock.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing is Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Keion White able to get in there for his second.
Afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Patriots offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a handoff up the middle. Ewing. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Flush to his right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Back to throw now on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That's complete. It's Bell. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Again, it's Stroud.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Stroud looking to throw.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Douglas. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He finds Douglas, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
To the air, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
This is 2nd and 8. Stroud.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Here's Hardman to return.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
He got the second half. Last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Baker.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, a 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
Completes it to Douglas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. To throw, it's Williams.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago.
Tyler Scott,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England's offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Gets this complete to Butte.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now.
He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stroud to throw it.
Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's Stroud. He'll get this to Baker.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got a man. Boutte.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Here's Williams. And pass complete to Moore.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
To throw, Williams. And again back to Kmet.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
To the air once more, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
A 29-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And Stroud now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Just obviously a gigantic play by the defense here. You see where we're at in the fourth quarter, Charles. Fourth and long, they felt like they had to make a big play through the air, but it's the defense, not that offense, that comes up with the huge play.
And I love the countenance of the defenders. So calm, so ready, no nerves and evidence at all. And they came through with a big play that has them on the verge of a victory.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So the Patriots now down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Stroud.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes your panic is...
And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Kayshon Boutte.
67 yards.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.